Okay, so I'm going to now introduce our keynote speakers. They are Renee and Lily Sandler. They come to us with a wealth of experience, and I feel like right now their connection to the design principle of having wonderful ideas is really going to resonate with you. Thank you very much. Please welcome Lily and Renee.
Okay. So I'm going to take Maria's advice, and I'm going to take you all in. It's so great to see the young people here today. So as Maria may have told you, or if she didn't, I'm going to tell you, we are Blamtastic. We have an international personal care company. But it didn't start out like that. In fact, it started out in a way that most of you might be surprised by. Would you be surprised if I told you that our company was started by sisters who were 9 and 10 years old? Would you be surprised if I told you that their company has now sold over 1 million items? Would you be surprised if I told you that they have employees who work for them? Would you be surprised if I told you that they employ more than 30 companies in the United States? How many of you in the audience are 9 and 10? Are you surprised that a 9 and 10-year-old could start something that big? So the topic today is Be the Change. And I have really exciting news for you. You've got it in you. It's in there. Even if you don't know it's in there. And some of you might have really exciting ideas to be the change. Like, you may have an idea that you want to change the world. But I have exciting news. You can think much smaller and still make a very big difference. So perhaps you could be the change by changing yourself. Or you could be the change by changing something in your family. Or you could be the change by looking around in your own community or your school. And those can be very profound and important contributions and changes. You don't have to think that big. You can start small and still make an incredible difference. So where does it start? Some people call us and they'll say, how did you start? I have some great ideas, but I don't know where to start. And Lily, I'm going to introduce you to, she was the 10-year-old inventor of our company. She did it with her sister. She's now 15. And she has a wealth of knowledge on how she started with an idea and grew it into something very significant and life-changing, not only for our family, but for the families who participate with our company. So she's going to tell you, where do I start?
Well, if you're passionate about something and you really truly want to make an impact in your community or microcosm or even your school or family, it all starts with your idea, something that you're truly passionate about that you really want to change. For us, that was maybe entrepreneurship or inspiring young kids, but for you, that could be something maybe like cleaning up the planet if you're really passionate about the environment, and or to protect animals, or starting a business or a social movement. And it doesn't have to be like a business like we had. It could be something like something that you're passionate about, and whatever that is, you have to really take it and run with it.
So part of the genesis of our company is we actually started out as a lip balm company, and the girls started cooking the lip balm in our kitchen. But before that happened, we explored what was on the market. And we noticed that a lot of companies were targeting children with lip balms that had ingredients that were questionable, like parabens, artificial preservatives, petroleums. And as we started to form our company, we learned that a lot of companies really aren't concerned about your safety. And a lot of companies really aren't concerned where they manufacture their product. So we made a list of things that were very important to us if we were going to start a company. And remember, the girls were 9 and 10, so we tried to keep it simple, but the topics are quite important. So corporate responsibility was a big part, a big element of our design for our company. And one thing we were sure of was that we wanted to manufacture our product in the United States of America. As many of you know, the manufacturing base in our country has disappeared. And we made a commitment as a company to manufacture in the United States and only in the United States. We still keep that commitment. We also agreed to put only the best ingredients in our products. And again, we keep that commitment. And it isn't a matter of cost to us, it's a matter of ethics. And we support family-focused charities. We're a family-oriented company. Our products are targeted to babies, kids, tweens, and teens. So we think it's really important to support anyone in a family who's needy, who has a cause that we can support. We also made a commitment to support entrepreneurial education. This is a youth-oriented event, and I'm here to tell you, kids, people will underestimate you. They don't think you have it. We know you have it. So we participate in as many entrepreneurial events as we can because we want kids to know that we know you have it, and we want you to share that with the world. And finally, we source all of our businesses, when we contract businesses to work for us, we made a commitment to keep it local. So if we can do it in Atlanta, we're going to do it in Atlanta. And if we can't do it in Atlanta, we want to do it in Georgia. And if we can't do it in Georgia, we want to keep it in the United States. So all of our contractors and all of the vendors that we use are all in the United States of America. And that's a commitment that we've made as a company.
So the first step to making some sort of impact in your community somehow is to put your idea in motion. For us, that was literally cooking it up in our kitchen. We started with a lip balm product. We cooked it up in our kitchen. For you, that could just mean, starting to educate others on what you're passionate about. If that's, like I said earlier, maybe educating people about the environment or about animal rights or something like that. We actually have a friend who is promoting literacy. And she started by creating a nonprofit organization, which basically means it's something like a charity that it's not about the money, it's about promoting people to read books. And she actually she's come a long way since she started her company, and she's just opened a library in Africa. So, it can show you that even though you're starting small, you can really get to a place where you're making a huge impact in the community. And we really look up to her for that. And also next, be ready to work really hard. When we started this company, we did not expect it to grow this big, but we were really shocked, and we put in a lot of hard work, and it really did grow beyond our expectations. And although you should be prepared to work hard, you should also be prepared to reap the benefits of it also, which is with hard work also comes a lot of growth and opportunity. And also, do not take no for an answer. People will tell you no. People will tell you that you're too small, too young, they'll have a million different excuses as to why you can't do it. But what you have to tell them is you have to believe in yourself and know that you can do it, and just keep on trucking and know that those people don't know what you're capable of, and just have total and utter confidence in yourself, and just keep on being persistent and persevere, and absolutely do not take that no, because there will be doubters, and they will try to tell you anything they can to shoot you down, but you just have to surpass that and realize that you can do it.
This is a photograph of the girls when they first started their company, when they were 9 and 10, and we were shooting commercials in our yard, and we were selling the lip balm on the street. So I want you kids to look at that picture, and I want you to see yourselves in that picture. Again, don't let people tell you you're too young, because these girls were young when they started this company, and look what they've accomplished. But you have to believe it. You have to believe it to your core.
Nobody else will believe it until you truly do believe it. And once you're totally passionate and you believe it yourself, that's when you start convincing other people. And also stay strong when things get tough, because there will be tough times, you'll have ups and downs, but you just have to remember that those downs, they're gonna happen, and you have to just really stay confident and optimistic when those times come, and realize that if you really feel passionately about something and you work hard at it, things will 99% of the time get better. So you just have to keep working hard and be a brick wall.
So your hard work can build something great. You can see on the screen there, that's one of our websites. And that's actually our lip balm website. And then on the right there, you can see a picture of our website in Korea. So our outreach is great. And remember, they're kids. They did that. You can do it too.
And this is our payoff. I mean, we had to work really hard for it, and I mean, this is the impact we're making. We're getting our product in Korea. We're educating people like you right now. I mean, we really, although we had to work really hard for it, the payoff was well worth it.
So finally, we want to share with you that you're going to have a goal for your change, whatever it is that you want to do. And I know you're going to get to that goal. And when you do, you have to remember to pay it forward. And there are going to be people behind you. They're going to want to do similar things to what you're doing. And it's very important that you help them along. When we first started, we made a lot of phone calls to companies who do what we do. We asked them for advice, and they didn't want to give us advice. I don't know if they were afraid of the competition or what their issue was, but they really weren't very forthcoming with their support. And we made a commitment from day one when we were starting the company that if anyone came to us for assistance, if we were able to help in any way, that we would. And we've kept our word, and we do get a lot of phone calls. But it's really important that you remember that there will be people behind you once you've reached your goal. And it's important that you support them. And also, to give back in any way you can, not only to your cause, but to those around you. Be aware of what's happening in your family, in your community, in your school, in your world. It's very important. So don't forget that once you get to your goal. Anything else from you?
I mean, just try to be the person that you wish that everyone else should be or could be, and try to spread that around and just make a positive impact in any way that you can.
So Lily and I had a chance to meet with the presenters. We had a little private meeting with them. And I'd like to say, first of all, that we are incredibly impressed. They are outstanding young people. They have some really exciting ideas, and we are really lucky to be able to hear about them today. You're in for a treat. So thank you so much for having us, and can't wait to see what's next.